One.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's
We
Hello,
are here.
hello.
We are live.
We are here. We are live.
Live at 8.
Live
Minus
at
2
8.
5. Maybe we should do it at 5. That would sound better, wouldn't it?
That would
Live
be
at 5.
horrible,
You're your host.
horrible timing for everyone.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
We could
Rob,
have, well,
Rob is in the room.
Rob.
How you doing, man? How you doing, Mr. Rob? Have you recovered from your bout of sickness? I hope so. I hope very much so. Then we've got one other person. We got someone else creeping. I creep, yeah. You know that song, Tim? Creep. It's TLC. Do we know that one?
I don't know. But I don't know any, I don't know music very well.
Do you know TLC?
No.
Oh, Tim, I think you might like them.
Yeah,
Also, do you like Lewis Capaldi, Tim?
I do.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you follow him on social media?
I don't, but that's one guy that you're just shocked at his physical appearance. You
But
hear
you
his
need to follow him
voice.
on social media.
I'll follow him right now.
He is very entertaining. Very, very funny. He does not take himself seriously at all. Rob, missed you guys. I'm feeling better, but I've been dealing with a higher heart rate, which is a little unnerving. Oh, mate.
Oh, TLC. I thought you said TRC. I've heard of TLC. I couldn't tell you any music.
Yeah, here we go. Rob loves TLC. TLC are like the cool girl band from the 90s.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
the O's. What are we calling the O's? The naughties. Are we calling them the naughties? Is that what we're calling them?
I don't know what you're saying.
You know, when it goes 80s, 90s, and then is it noughties? Is it noughties?
2000s.
I feel like naughty sounds better.
Naughties? The
Yeah.
naughties? No.
No, because
No,
in
we're
England
not.
we say naught, and you guys say 0. So
You say not?
naught, as in
Note?
naught, 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 like
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Yeah, no, I know what it means.
Nout. The naughties.
Can you say it? Like, can you just say it instead of just saying the one word? Like, use it in a sentence for me, please.
Naught.
Period.
I went to the shop and I bought naught.
Can you use it in a year?
Naught. No, I probably wouldn't use it in a year.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
fella.
because I mean, you still say 2003, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know
Okay,
why you
fella,
would
we're
say
discussing what
the
you call
noughties.
the early millennium years. See, 80s, 90s. Then what do you call the
It's the
2000s?
2000s. What
No,
do you
because that
call
could be
the says the
2010.
name?
That could still be the 2000s now.
No, that's no.
You need differentiation. That's the
No, you
noughties.
don't. No, Dan, you don't. Because then look at a century that's finished. Okay, the 1900s. Yes, the 1900s. Like that covers all of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It also covered, like, I'm sure they called that first decade the 1900s. They didn't call it the zeros or the noughties. But then you also
20s,
have, like, each
20s,
decade
30s,
is different.
40s. But I feel like there's nothing that rolled like the 2000s is. I just feel like it's too vague.
No, he's saying what the zero, like 2000 to 2010. What do you call that? Brittany's wondering what you're.
2000 to 2009 is like the noughties. 2010 to 2020 is the I don't know. And then now we're in the 20s. 2010 to 2020 is the.
You gotta turn that off. I will take my headphone out.
I think what's the country of origin? Wait, what? Who came up with this stuff? Okay, you know what, Tim? I'm going to look it up. What do you call 2000?
What do you call the naughties?
Here we go. Naughties.
No.
The
Naughties.
90s?
No.
Yeah. Naughties.
No, Dan.
Mate, I just looked it up.
No.
Just looked it up.
You just wrote an article and put that.
No, that's yeah, okay. Naughties. Oh my gosh, it's on Wikipedia, mate.
You just added it.
Trustworthy.
The
In-
aughts. The
American
aughts,
English is the
naughties.
aughts. I mean, that sounds awful. Or naughties.
No one ever says that. No one has ever said that before.
What, the naughties?
The aughts.
No one said aughts. That's why, because they say the naughties, because aughts.
But that's what they're saying Americans call it. We don't.
But English people do actually call it the noughties.
You didn't seem confident about that at the beginning.
No, well, I mean, I that's why I'd heard it, but I couldn't verify. Now I feel like it's solid. I feel like naughties sounds good as well. It's like, it's a bit of a cheeky term.
Honestly, people say like the early 2000s.
That's too much of a word. Too much of a mouthful.
No, way better than the aughts. The aughts? No one's
no one's ever said that.
naughties. The naughties? The naughties?
The naughties.
The naughties? That's bad. That's do you know what naughty means? Like, this is a
but
bad
there's
name.
a lot of naughty things being done.
Yeah, but that's any decade. So you just call Earth naughties.
90s. The 90s was pretty chill, mate.
No.
Naughty.
No,
Crazy.
no.
20s are the worst.
Think about the noughties.
Worst.
We had September 11th was in the noughties.
Okay. There's plenty of things that have been really bad that didn't
War in
fall
Iraq was in the
in
noughties.
the naughties. Dan brings up 9/11 and then can't think of anything else in the decade.
Basically, terrorism, as we know it in the West, started. Kind of. Anyway, if anybody's got anything better to say than noughties, I'll accept it. But no one has brought anything to the table yet that comes close. Early 2000s is not acceptable. So I'm saying the late 20th century.
Yeah, that's great.
No, mate, too much going on.
I don't think.
Anyway, how are we doing this week, Rob? We're going to pray for you. I'm sorry to hear about the high heart rate, mate. That is understandably unnerving. Definitely pray for that. Perla, how are you doing? And is the other person Brittany or is the other person the creeper?
No, it's me. I'm on
Both.
silent.
Brittany, who is a creeper.
Brittany the creeper.
Doing staff assessment.
Staff
Behave.
assessment?
Don't
Whoa,
be naughty.
that's
Don't be
bad.
naughty.
What do you get? What's the staff assessment, Brittany? Is that like out of 10? Does everyone get a mark out of 10?
Tuning in to see how you're doing, Dan.
Let's do it. Rate your staff out of 10. Let's do it right now. What would you rate the current staff team out of 10? Let's start with Susanna.
10 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not going to not rate all of our team a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 is a rookie score.
I'm glad you said it, Tim. I was about to.
Yeah, that 10 out of 10 means you can't do any better. And I'm sorry, but we all can do better.
No, I'm pretty sure Susanna has.
She can do
reached the
better.
peak.
No, she can do better.
That's true.
She can do better.
You can do better, yeah. You can
She
bring
might
more to the
be real
table.
high up on that ranking, but you can't. We're not perfect. She can do better. She'll admit that.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
In fact, if we want to make suggestions, we can bring it. We can bring that to the table now.
Mhm.
You guys should get a suggestion box like they have in the office.
Mhm.
We'll keep it underneath Dan's desk like everything else.
Yeah.
room.
Oh, that's good.
It's great. And she's doing some training next door, so it's perfect because she can't.
That's right. She's on with Marcos,
Mhm.
Mariana, and Beth.
Classic.
Are we just naming people now in the
No,
congregation?
she's on her call.
Sean, Barry, Monica. Well, that is an amazing way to make 10 minutes go by pretty rapidly. For all of you lovely people, we've got a video this week. Welcome to the fourth person who just joined. We've got a video this week, and we hopefully will have a video every week now. Now Alpha's finished, I have a bit more time. And it's a food series, which means we are going to be rating food. So if you've got some food you'd like us to rate in the local Cohoes area, hit us up. We will take sponsorship as well. First up is our dear friend, Michelle.
Mama Michelle.
Michelle is in the house. Michelle, welcome. Michelle, we're about to rate Wendy's. You can give us your input on what you think of Wendy's. Here we go. Boom. Chaka, 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 boom.
Since moving to the States, I found Wendy's to be very average to poor.
I'm hoping that this burger gonna taste immaculate.
Immaculate. What is going on here?
Pickles
What did you take out of the burger?
The pickles and the tomatoes. Trash.
Every single one of them has taken out the tomato.
That is mental.
Tim, where does Wendy's stand in the burgers in your life so far?
I like Wendy's. For a while, I was kind of an anti-Wendy's guy. But I like the Baconator. It's delicious. It's classic. Give it a 7, 8.
7. That's strong.
Yeah, it's good.
I give it a generous 6.
Okay, rookie score, even score, rookie score. But
5 out of 10.
9.5.
8.5.
Okay, so Wendy's got an average of 6.9 if you factor in Dan and Tim's score.
I'm pretty mad still at their scoring. First of all, 9.5 is insane. That's insane. That's far too high.
Yeah.
That's saying very few things in the world are better than that. And I'm sorry, but the biggie bag deal from Wendy's is not the best in the world. It's simply not.
Mate, when you're hungry and you're between the ages of 5 and 16, everything's 9.5.
But then the other bad part, Juju gave it a 9.5. Bad score. What does Aaron do? Copies Juju. I tell them that's a bad score. And so Cameron probably would have copied them as well, but he gave them an 8.5, which shows that he really thought about that one because he just took 1 point off.
And
Gave it an 8.5. And then Malika copied him. What are they doing? Oh, man. We got some work to do.
I'm glad that it got under 7. It definitely didn't deserve over 7, in my opinion. But
I mean, that the Baconator is the best thing they have by far.
yeah, I haven't tried that, so maybe it would have been a little bit higher if I'd have had that. But
Yeah.
I think under 7 is fair based on it was pretty consistent with what I had in the last 2 years.
It traveled too. We picked
I
it
know,
up.
I know. I mean, you know. So
By
what
the
do you
time
think?
we ate, it had probably sat for like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal.
But to be honest with you, even if it had been piping hot, probably wouldn't have got you giving it more than like 6.5. So, anybody's weighing in of Wendy's? What would you rate Wendy's if you had to rate Wendy's right now out of 10? Perla, Brittany, Rob, what would you give it? I feel relatively confident that Brittany would score it lower than my score.
I don't remember what Dan did, but I would probably rate most fast food as a 5 or a 4.
A 5 or a 4.
Yeah.
Dan was a 6.
Unsurprising. But you did have a, didn't you have a,
I
whoa,
had
Rob,
Hold on. What are we because I was giving it it was a fast food score. Like I was rating it against other fast foods. I wasn't like this was the fast food scale. I guess if we're using different scales, then I don't know. We'll see.
Well, ultimately,
A 2, Rob. That's
the crowd
movie,
here
man.
are not. They're not digging.
I mean, that's just because he said they have very little vegan options. I would assume.
That's valid.
Did you like Wendy's before
vegan.
before vegan life?
Pearl, I can't remember when the last time we had Wendy's. That's an indictment in itself.
Is it though? Perla, how often do you guys eat fast food
That's a good question.
in general? Because I don't necessarily think that's if they go to McDonald's every week, then yeah, that's an indictment.
You have to go every week. If you go to McDonald's every couple of weeks, you at least have a grasp on.
Sure.
Sean is in the house. My kid made us stop using fast food stores after they watched Oversize Me. I've heard that mentioned multiple times about the Oversize Me, the Super Size Me thing, right?
Yeah, supersize me.
I didn't watch it. I know it's like bad meat, but
But
I mean, it probably is, but actually, isn't it?
It was a shocking thing to watch. It did not stop me from eating fast food.
Giving it a 6 back in the day. That's it, right? That's the kind of thing. I mean, Tim and I have disputed this, but for the sake of this scale, we're not including Five Guys as a fast food, despite the fact that you can get it pretty rapidly. Probably faster than Wendy's as well, ironically. But here we go. Look, Sean stops at Wendy's for the chocolate frosty.
yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, Brittany had a frosty. So if Brittany was rating the frosty out of all other frosties, I'm sure it'd be
Well,
higher.
it's the only fast food restaurant that has a functional shake machine. Period. So
Well, you've never tried Burger King. I know what you're gonna
do they
say.
even have a shake machine?
Yeah, they have sweet treats. They do.
I'm getting really hungry now. This is very
2 to 3 months, maybe. Okay.
But they'd have McDonald's. They'd choose McDonald's over Wendy's. I have not met many people that are like Wendy's hashtag the top fast food.
I don't think you're paying attention. I think it is generally I think most people would say it's the best fast food out of like the big 3, out of McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's.
Most people
I would say
that.
90. Yeah. I would say literally between like 75 and 90% of Americans would say that Wendy's is the best because it's the highest quality. I guarantee you.
The highest?
Guarantee.
No.
Yes.
It's supposed to be. I definitely don't. I base that on how you feel half an hour to an hour afterwards. I generally feel the worst after McDonald's.
We're programmed for this, Dan. You're not programmed in your country for this. Our bodies are made for it.
Okay,
We
Tim,
don't.
we
We
have
feel
fast food in
great.
England.
30 minutes after, we're thriving.
Thriving,
my
like
gosh.
in-
Sean,
Absolutely
Five Guys is great.
thriving.
Yes, you're right, Sean. Five Guys is superb. I've not met anybody that doesn't like Five Guys.
It's fine.
Okay,
Stop.
Brittany, have you ever had a burger before?
Yes. Nice.
What is a better burger than Five Guys?
So many. It's so slimy. They're like
Slimy.
I don't even know what to say to that, Brittany. I don't even know what to say. Perla didn't know that. Oh, the 90%. I mean, we can't verify that, but fish and chips is great, Sean. Not over here, but a proper fish and chips from up north in England is very good. I feel like Brittany needs to be elaborating on better burger places. Like literally name 2 burger places better than Five Guys.
Brown's Brewery in Troy.
Brown's Brewery, okay.
That would be one of my go-tos. We don't really go out for burgers very often, but
Do you know why? Because you don't like Five Guys. That if you liked Five Guys, I think your palate would adapt to the goodness.
It's too expensive. I can't do it. We can't do it frequently.
Mate, do the market shopping thing. Don't you
I
have
do. And I always ask Brittany if she wants something, and she says no. So
that? Can't do anything. Right, Rob has put forward Wizard Burger. Okay, that is a big claim, Rob. Number one, what is Wizard Burger?
I
Number
think he's
two,
making that up.
have you invented it? Number three, are you saying it's way better than Five Guys? Because if you have, then that is a huge claim. I'm not saying Five Guys is the best burger, but it
It's
is
a vegan.
definitely up
It's a vegan. It's a vegan restaurant, Dan.
there. But do they have non-vegan stuff?
I would assume not. I don't know.
I mean, I love the name. I mean, if Five Guys was called Wizard Burger, I would be much more. I'd be getting their merch.
Chill.
What's in it?
You're not in charge right now.
I can't hear what's happening. All I can hear is the muttering.
You don't want to hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Have
I'm
we-
glad at this point that we have established that Wizard Burger is an option. I think we should go to Wizard Burger at some point.
It looks good. I just Googled it, but it's like there's onion rings and they're massive burgers. So yeah, of course it will look good. But I
Makes
can't
no
even
sense.
see the patty. I don't know what the patty looks like really.
I think it's better than Five Guys, but it's definitely more. It's more expensive than Five Guys. That's tricky.
Well, it's like it looks like a sit-down restaurant
Yeah. Okay.
or a bar. It looks kind of like a bar. I don't know what's happening.
Well, what do you take away from last Sunday? We were doing different prayer stations, praying for different people, and hopefully dreaming big for the year ahead. Does anybody want to share a dream for the year ahead, or like a New Year's resolution maybe that they have? Brittany's just whispering now into the stream. Tim, have you made any New Year's resolutions?
I wouldn't say that. No,
No. Do you have any
Doesn't-
dreams? for
doesn't usually go well.
2023?
What?
Do you have any dreams for 2023?
Do I personally have any dreams?
Yeah.
As in like literal dreams or things that I want to achieve?
No, things
I
you
was
want to see
I
happen,
was not really in
achieve.
service again classically on
Yeah.
Sunday because Judah was not having it. So
Yeah, but that's why I asked you that question, because it's relatively generic.
yeah. I don't know. We sat down the other day and did our like yearly outlook and goals and plans and stuff. And it's probably the hardest that it's been for me. I just was kind of blank, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah,
I didn't have a ton that really stood out.
fair play. Fair play. Rob has said, I want to be healed / healthier. That's a great dream / hope / prayer. Yep. One of mine I mentioned in staff meetings that I want to be able to be present in the moments that are most annoying / inconvenient. So a classic one was today. Literally had the moment this afternoon. I got a phone call from Barry from church, who's like a few doors down, and she basically needed me to go and do something. I was right in the middle of just doing a load of things at home with my eBay thing. And I was like, oh, this is one of those moments. So I just like stopped and went and helped, which is great. So that was helpful for her. So I'm trying to be consistent at that. It's all well and good doing it every now and then, but I want to be consistent with that. That's kind of my thing.
She stopped in today.
Into the church.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man. She is Speedy Gonzalez with that wheelchair, man. She was at Spindle Flea Market. She was there. She was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, honesty is the best policy, Rob. What about you guys, Sean and Brittany and Perla? Any dreams, aspirations you'd like to share with the room?
Anything Bo said or did or
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, making more time for people who don't know Jesus in our lives, intentionally like getting together with them, instead of just not putting
Yeah.
time behind that. That was one. I can't remember what Bo wrote on his card that he wanted to mail to himself.
he drew a picture, didn't he, of the flower, right?
That was in the listening to God room.
Oh.
Yeah, I really want to read more, which is, I'm not sure how practical that's going to be with our infant, but I used to read a lot, and then we had children.
Mm.
I want to read. I would just get back to that.
That's what Susanna's been doing in January so far. She's been like trying to pick up her book instead of her phone, and she's already finished one book and is like halfway through another. It's like mental to me how you can just finish a book in like a week. I haven't done that since I read like Harry Potter. And that was like 20 years ago, literally 20 years ago. Go deeper. Really want to go back to reading the Bible more and books. Same as Brit. All right, there's a trend here. Books. If anybody wants prayer from anybody with reading the Bible, get some prayer from Terry.
Mm-hmm.
He literally just finished like her fourth Bible plan for 2022. So she literally, that's almost like completing the Bible like 4 times. She came in Sunday morning. She was like, I spent 8 hours yesterday reading the Bible. I was like, oh, that's probably, if I'm completely honest, more than I've read the Bible in the whole year. 8 hours worth. Just being straight up. That is.
One sitting, that is pretty crazy.
She
Yeah.
wakes up at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
She did it.
My boss's dad, Ray, has read through the Bible like 60 times or something, 60 or 70 times, something crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe
I've gone
more.
through seasons when I can read the Bible like regularly, but it's definitely probably the toughest discipline I find is reading the Bible. Oh no, Sean, you wrote too much. It wouldn't load. Oh, okay. We're gonna get it in pieces. Nice.
Fax it over.
Rob has challenged you, Brittany, to do a reading challenge / list.
That's fine. My first one is a history book. Gosh, I just ordered it. Give me a minute. American Midnight talks about the democratic crisis that happened after World War I, between that time and the Great Depression and World War II. And then the second book that I plan to read is Solito, which is a story about an unaccompanied minor who traveled at the age of 9 to be reconnected with his parents. He came from, oh gosh, I think Honduras I think he was living with an auntie, and his parents were both in the States. So it's his story. So those are the two I've got on deck, Rob.
Nice. Nice. Sean is just showing what he got, I think, from God on Sunday. Love you with deep affection. I want you to feel safe with me, trust me. I want you to rest in the meaning and purpose gave before you were knit in your mother's womb. Nice. All right, well, Perla and Rob are up for reading those books. So hashtag reading group for the church. Do it.
We could do that. Once a month reading club.
Yeah, just do it on Zoom. You know, just read on them.
Yeah.
That would probably be my nightmare right there. Reading and being on Zoom. Oh gosh.
We can't all be the same, Dan.
No, I know. I'm just being honest about my feelings. Right. Well, it's overtime. Oh my gosh, Tim. We are like.
Oh,
Yep. All right. I'm going to do a general prayer for us. I'm praying for Rob as part of that. Thanks for everybody for being here and sharing. This has been great. Oh my gosh, Jacobo is reading a book about the Holocaust. Oh man, it's amazing. Intensity. All right, well, God, thank you for What's Up Wednesday. Thank you for doing a bit of community together. We pray particularly for Rob, God, whose prayer and dream for this year is for just a healthier body. We just pray and declare healing upon him. God, we thank you that he is going after that and that you encourage us to knock on the door until we see the breakthrough. So we're doing that on behalf of Rob. And I pray you would really just surprise him in that area of his life. And you would help us to, stay close to your heart and heart close to just knowing that we are kids and you're a dad and we can be just underneath that every day of our lives, that rest, and that everything can come out of that place. Amen. Awesome. All right, one more book recommendation quickly before we go. Dane Altland, Deeper. Brittany just he's probably read it 3 times. Jokes. Have you read it? Have you actually read it, Brittany, or no?
No, it's on my book list. I've just talked to Sean about it quite a bit, and there's 2 books. That one, and I can't think of the other one.
Oh, actually, that book that I ended up telling you that I was going to get months ago, that I read a bit over the summer about God. Sean might be interested in that one. I can't remember the name of it. No. It was good. It was about something that was good. I'll remember it on Sunday. So it's all good. Good.
It's good. Good.
All right, friends. See you soon. Muchos lavos.